person in front of you like this so that they're not getting pulled away from sign and through clocks, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, if that makes sense, say Free Palestine. Free Palestine! Okay. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Also, people in the second row, you want to make sure your feet are positioned like this. If you guys can see my feet, they're positioned like this. This way, you're more sturdy. Okay? So that way, you will all be safe. Because who keeps us safe? We keep us safe! Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe! Who keeps us safe? We keep us safe! This close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! Let's go forward just a little bit. We will not rest this close! Stay back! We will not stop! We will not rest this close! Stay back!
Okay, so welcome. As you can see, as some of you can probably see, I'm in Toronto. You can see the CN Tower there. I am at the University of Toronto. As you see, they're doing a little training session on these young kids. So just before I got here, just a few feet away from all this, it's pretty quiet. People are just kind of strolling around, on university grounds. Seem pretty peaceful, and then there's this. So I'm not sure who put this fencing up. If that was the university. It looks like it was the university put it up. Okay, so this is where I am over at the King's College Circle. And they're doing their protest here. And it's all fenced off, and there's kind of guards around, but you can see in a minute, you'll see these kids here, these people. So kind of all around where there's maybe space for people that they could possibly jump the fence. They've got people stationed here. Ooh. And you can see the tents in there. They seem to be thinking they're intimidating me. Anyway, the grounds are pretty. We've got this all going on. Now, if you get this, if you could share it, it'd be great. So she won't think she's intimidating me. Anyway, so hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully the video is okay. Because the last time, I was, as lots of you know, I was locked out of Facebook, and then I was banned from YouTube for a week. And so I went on the other day, and I was like, okay, I'm back. And it was a really crappy video. The audio was okay, but the video was kind of terrible. So, these are beautiful grounds of the UofT. So, what do I say about this? These guys look like they're getting ready to do a play or a photo shoot of some sort. They look kind of pretty in there. And so, as you know, of course, I believe wholeheartedly in the right to protest, and that's a right we need to maintain. And it always should be peaceful. And of course, people question, what does that mean, peaceful? So if when we're standing on the street and yelling freedom, and lots of people would think that's not peaceful, and I understand that. So I certainly support anyone's right to protest, certainly peaceful protests. And I guess the question is, are these Palestinian, in quotes, peaceful? Well, there's a lot of question on that. Absolutely. It would seem very much that they're... Thank you for doing that. Oh, you're welcome. I know they're human. Yeah, we're pretty tired. But like I was saying, I'm sure there's lots of people that are tired of us as freedom fighters. So it's a dilemma, somewhat. The only thing for me, I guess, is the bigger question about Palestine and the Islam and Jewish situation that I am very much ill prepared to talk about. But there are people out there that are talking about it, so I would suggest you listen to that. But of course, these young people are being whipped up by what I would say are kind of professional agitators. So like this. Well, people are, hanging around. Everything's kind of peaceful. No one's being disturbed. But these are, I'm sort of, in a weird way, happy to see these young students, young adults, standing up for something. I would certainly have been thrilled if during the alleged pandemic they had stood up and said no, but of course they didn't. Of course they just complied. And it was very disappointing. Covering it. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is.
Which is hilarious.
I'll get stuff.
So, of course, just on campus and we're here in support. Do you have any questions?
No, not really. Just showing my friends.
Absolutely.
That much impact on the politics which are happening in front of us. The politics here in the street is far more powerful than who gets elected.
Again, I'm certainly not equipped to talk about the politics of this, but I doubt that these people have any really idea either. they just say what they're told to say.
هلا تخش جوه يفتكروك انا وانا ضحكت ازاي.
فيومي ضحكتنا.
That was funny. Wait guys, how did you get in the first place? They had these open?
Oh, هدول they closed it at 4 a.m. I think. One of them.
Were you not we walked past here with knives
yesterday.
and we were like laughing at how there's all these, we're like, but they can easily jump over.
Well, it is kind of a shit show, Mike, but like I was saying, you know, if these guys had stood up during the freedom movement, I would have been pretty happy. And I think a lot of these young kids just need somewhere to, you know, put their energy. Every generation has that. You know, just this is, you know, a world, this is definitely a very big world problem. But, you know, lots of people protest against the Vietnam War and probably not knowing much about what was going on. Again, I am not even close to being able to talk about this in any reasonable, you know, intellectual way, but there are people out there that can, and I do suggest people check that out and start. Look, it seems very organized and it's tent set up. These guys have something going.
Is there a way in this way?
Those guys should let you in.
Yeah, but they blocked it off for now.
No other entrance. We cannot get inside. Like, the admins cannot open another.
Hey, in or out?
I don't know where.
Yeah, they kind of got these guard posts here, so people can't just slip in and, you know, whatever. An apartheid state established in 1948 after the annexation of Palestinian land and expulsion of Palestinian civilians. So they've got quite a big area here allotted to them. So I'm just going to circle around and see the tents there again. Not much happening over at this end, pretty quiet over here. It's the Faculty of Medicine over there. This guy's like, hey, you girls, you better get.
Well, I already can she do something to help or anything? I should probably go like tonight.
Anyway, there you are. Well, It's you that's caged, girlie, not me. She's all, trying to intimidate me by filming me. Like, I'm not the one with my face all covered. She is. Anyway, I would have liked to see these young people, young adults, if they'd come out and stood up against the government when they were being told to put on masks and take injections, but they didn't. They all just complied. So, now they've kind of found a place for them to put that angst, that I think that I call it an angst, a need to find a place in the world, have their opinion. And they found this. I just would have rather they had found. Can you imagine if we had all these young people, together with us to protest the government's theft of our Charter of Rights. They don't realize that they have the freedom to do this. But if this government continues to do what they're doing, they won't have the freedom to do what they're doing. Not here in Canada. But they just don't get it. So there's the fence. I'm just walking around, but there seems to be like this area. There's an area here, like in front. See if I can get it. Like where I'm standing here, this fence. And then there's this empty lawn, and there's another fence. So whatever they've tried to keep things separate, but I guess they could open that up if it gets bigger. I don't know what their plan is. So I've got more news over here. Yeah, this is Convocation Hall. I've been in here before, not because I was just part of watching a presentation. But it's, beautiful. And this time of year, it's absolutely gorgeous down here. These old buildings and the flowers and the trees are coming out. Yeah, so it's Convocation Hall here at University of Toronto. Hopefully, hey, if anybody's on there and can tell me. Well, I don't see any police ripping tents down here in Toronto. Maybe in the U.S. These guys right now are being pretty, we're Canadian, we're pretty, well, although I say that, but Montreal is definitely feeling its violent nature. But look how pretty it is, eh? Yeah, this is like my favorite time of year. So yeah, is the video okay? Mike, can you tell me, is the video, or whoever's on here, if the video's okay? Hopefully it's not all jumbly. Yeah, last time it was all jumbly. It's very irritating. Yes, it's okay. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Okay, good. Yeah, I filmed from City Hall the other day, and I don't know when I'm filming because it looks fine to me. Then when I got home, and I got home, and I watched it, and it's like, oh man, it's all pixelated, it's all crappy. Oh, and I forgot to turn my phone off, my ringer off. Can you see my post? Yes, my post. I can see your yeah, I think what you mean, like what your comments on this live stream? Yes, I can see your comments on this live stream. On the YouTube channel? I think so. So So I'm over here in the quiet area, but yeah, it's just kind of gathering force there. Oops. You can see a bunch of toilet paper over there at that tent. This guy's on guard. Let's see if I can get that. Looks like there's a supply tent. Oh, this phone. Sometimes this drives me nuts. Like, oh, there we go. Okay. See, so that's their supply tent there, or one of them, I guess. So you can see, anyways, a load of toilet paper there. You always need toilet paper. Government's What Division looks like it's working. Some people say enough is enough and come together and live in peace. Well, yes, would be good. But they like us to be divided. And I just kind of refuse. You know? I'm like, sorry, not doing it. Yeah, I mean, we all know what it's like to get, to get all worked up, it's like going to a club or something and, they got the music pumping and, it's normal. But they just keep going, like they don't give them any pause. That's their trick. There's no pause for anybody's reflection or kind of like, this is kind of boring, I'll move away. No. How pretty this is.
Oh, yeah.
I really do hope for these young people's sake that it'll be a memory for them for sure, when they're older. I just hope that how the world goes, that they are in a position that they can reflect back on this time as like, okay, that was pretty wild what we did. Sure. And hopefully they're not on YouTube. Oh, I think so, Mike. I don't know. I'll go back and check next when I shut this down. You can't. The thing is, Mike, when you make unless I'm just missing something, when you make when you put a comment up on a live, then that's it kind of disappears. So you have to put a comment up after I've reposted it, like made it public when I've uploaded it. So look at this. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Yeah, so if you've made comments on the live, I don't see them after I shut it down, if that's making sense. So you have to put the comment up after I upload it and make it public. You're very welcome, Mike. I do what I can, and this is what I can do. Lots of people, they have other skills and talents and knowledge that I just don't have, and so I try and do what I can do. Yeah, these are huge grounds. I'm not going to walk you all over because I'd be here for days, but so I won't go too far. And I think I'm not sure if this looks like pretty new buildings here, so I don't know if this is like alumni or professors' offices or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I've said this before, but we all have our jobs in life and jobs in this movement that we are in, and I think a lot of us, at least the ones that are on here or know me personally or whatever, we're like on the front line. We just hold this line, and while the others, whoever others are kind of doing their job, the doctors and the lawyers and the people out there trying to prove what we know is the truth, but they've got to bring it to court. They've got to bring it to proof. Look at this walkway. Absolutely. I know I keep saying it's absolutely beautiful. And it's a gorgeous day. It's absolutely gorgeous day. But yeah, there's not really police presence particularly. There's a bit of security, but And I passed one police car coming in. I don't think they're really expecting too much out of these people. Plus, if they showed police presence, they probably just stir them up even more. So, yeah, we just do what we do. We hold this line while, those doctors that we've come to know, at least some of them, Dr. Trozy, Dr. Shoemaker, Dr. Mackus, I don't know, and all the lawyers and doctors and journalists that we've kind of come to know from the National Citizens Inquiry. So we just hold the line. So my part is really kind of to document and show my, sort of where I am. So I thought, I knew this was going on, and I was coming downtown anyway, and I thought, well, I'm going to pop in and have a look and show you guys what's going on.
UofT, UofT.
So here's the training again.
Your hands are bloody too.
So they get these young kids to learn how to chant.
UofT. You're complicit in this too. UofT, UofT. You're complicit in this too. Your hands are bloody too. Your hands are bloody too.
They don't let up.
UofT, UofT. Shame, shame, UofT. Shame, shame, UofT.
Yeah, they never let up, because that way then people would get it. Yeah, it's really crazy. And people would then, if they let up their chanting, it would give people, a breath to reflect and to kind of, wander away, and, because they get bored real fast. So, there's a guy who loves Jesus over here. Sorry?
I'm just asking everyone to stay. It's for your safety.
People are going to beat me up?
Maybe. Who knows?
Why?
Because there's a protest going on. That's what they do when they get angry.
I don't think she'd beat me up. Maybe she would. Flower got mixed. Yeah, now we got priests coming. So as it gets later, I'm sure we'll get a little more. Excuse me, please tell me the time.
It is 5:12.
Thank you.
Even one is doing
5:12. Okay. Yeah, they're starting to get a little more wrapped up. Free the hostages. Yeah, really, it's a mess. It's a freaking mess. And like I say, most of these kids and most of me and us, I don't know. I've been trying to kind of learn about the situation, but it's complicated. Thank you, cupcakes. You're the best. If there's anywhere you guys want me to go, I'll be happy to try. I got kicked out a bit getting in really close. because they be violent. I don't know if any guys were watching a minute ago, but you see that girl's face, and I said, oh, she wouldn't beat me up, and she looked like she would kill me. But whatever. They're all full of bravado when they're wearing their outfits. But I guess, that's like anything. Like sports teams. Just the way we are. This is really the crux of what's outside. Like these are kind of numbers, not huge. But there is a bunch of tents on the inside, but I don't see a lot of people moving around on the inside. Nobody's giving you a hard time? Are you being okay? Anything on your side? Yeah, you can tell. I see they just don't let up. Here we go, the river to the sea thing. We got major filming going on inside. Let's see if I can get that There's squeeze behind you there, or in front of you, or something. Thanks. I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming. How are you?
Good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I kind of got into the midst of it now, and you're like, ooh.
I was here a while.
Yeah, okay.
It
Just goes on and on. Eh?
it's a protest, and
Yeah.
it just they see it on TV and then it picks it up. Like
Yeah. Well, I say it's like every generation has to go through.
I'm just here.
Something.
I'm just here on a. I'm just
You
here
wanna say anything?
researching. I'm just researching how to do a protest. I'm just learning. I'm just taking pictures.
Well, here's the thing what I just learned. Well, I learned it for a while watching these guys, but I'm seeing it. Well, here we have a pause. They never pause. They just keep going on. They had a little pause there for a second.
You know something?
But mostly they
These-
just keep on.
These fences were put in last week.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, and they're secure everywhere except there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's, if I was a police operational,
Yeah.
I'll have all my guys in there. They're already pretty much arrested. You don't want to be entrapped anywhere.
Yeah,
At a
I don't want
protest.
to. Yeah.
It's good, though. But you know what? I don't mind people protesting. Protesting is people
No,
are
I
against this
well,
and
as
that.
I say, no, I think we have to maintain our right to protest.
Even
Whether
if you don't like it, right?
Even if you don't like it, obviously, we don't want violence and windows broken,
nobody's
etc.
breaking anything.
But everybody's
So far.
being fine so far. Yeah.
No, it
At
only
least
break
here in Toronto.
Nobody is like,
Yeah.
look at the convoy. We never broke any windows, did we, Lynn?
I didn't.
But just
I didn't. I don't know about you.
comes the
but
officers here.
I know.
Hi guys.
Hi.
We never broke any windows or anything, did we,
No,
Lynn? Should we tell them? No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, I mean the moment you break
Yes,
stuff. Hey.
We didn't break any windows.
No,
did we? Of
the
course we
moment you
didn't.
do that kind of stuff, you're basically making your message disappear.
Yeah.
And that's what with some of these guys, when they,
like-
rampage in the malls and,
Yeah.
they yell at Santa Claus and, that kind of stuff, then they make themselves look good. It's very, very, you got to make sure you look good at protest.
Absolutely.
Make sure you dress very nice, styling like you.
Look at me.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back there, see
Oh,
if I
yeah?
can catch you. Nice talking to you
Yeah,
guys.
nice to see
Run
ya.
from rallies, you guys. Saturdays. Come by one time.
Yeah, I will at some point.
It's good.
This Saturday, I am
lots of
going.
people on the street.
Yeah, I
and-
see your
And
things.
the
Thank you
support
for
is
putting
going
those
up.
up.
Like, don't tell everybody, but the
Don't tell
support
anybody.
for Trudeau is dropping amongst young people.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are the
I'm
young
glad to
street.
hear that.
It's,
Yeah, I'm
it's,
very happy to
you
hear
will
that.
not believe it since you used to
Yeah.
march. All the fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
No, I know it's definitely turning around
young
everywhere.
people are like
So that's a good thing.
we try not to use any profanity in the march.
Absolutely
but
good.
But the people from the sidewalk are doing it now.
Well, that's
It's
their
crazy.
business, I guess. But as long as we maintain our peaceful
Yeah,
and proper
we just have
decorum.
fun, we it's good. It's a good time Saturday.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
upset. Everybody's having we're good.
Yeah, we
It's a-
always have. That's the thing about
And 9
freedom
kilometers
movement.
of walking. Look.
Look at him.
All right.
We always
See you
have
guys.
fun. Freedom. Bye. Okay, you never know who you're going to meet, pop into at a Palestinian protest. But there you go. That's Babak, who does a lot of filming of the Toronto rally, the Toronto Freedom Rally. And so many of us might know him. Well, here's a muster point. Okay, I'm going to go sit in a muster point. And yeah, it looks pretty. So I'm wearing my Wellington Street Regulars pin that I feel so honored to have received and to wear. I'm wearing my Canada cow that was given to me by cattlemen from Saskatchewan. I'm wearing my Truckya an apple a day, keep the liberals away. We want to keep all the corruption away, and honestly, whatever party, whatever name they want to put to themselves, we want that corruption gone. Goodbye corruption. Axe the corruption. That's my new thing now. So look how pretty this is. So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and kind of wait out a little bit of time. So thanks everybody for joining me. Always a pleasure to have you guys on the live chat and on the live stream, keeping me company. And yeah, we just live and learn, don't we? Yeah, so I will make this public in a minute. And Mike, if you're going to make more comments, you've got to put it on after, because the live comments don't show. And on the YouTube, yeah, they should be able to see those. Jill Trudeau, number one dad. I don't know who number one dad is. Well, he lots of number one dads. Yeah, Trudeau, like a whole bunch of them, they got to go. The corruption in our society, because it's not just government, it's in our whole society. We've built a society built on lies and corruption, and we start within, find our own corruption, our own rot, our own lying, and we heal that, and we come away from that at this corruption that has been built in our society. It really needs to go. Oh, look at this. You're very welcome, Miss Cupcakes. Look at this. And I don't want to turn the whole camera around, but let's see if I can get a picture. There you go. Yeah, university is for protesting. You know, this is the time in your life you should be standing up for your principles. I just think these kids are a little bit. Maybe every generation says that, and I'm just being an old person. But I think that every generation kind of has to find their voice in the public domain. I had just, like I said before, I really wish that they had found their voice during the whole mandates and all that crap. And this is the Hart House Theater. I'll show it to you when I'll get down there. Yeah, the University of Toronto grounds is really pretty. Excuse me. But yeah, every generation has to find their voice, and I'm glad to see these kids are kind of finding a voice. I think it's probably quite what would I say? I don't know. I think they've kind of got the wrong end of the stick on that one, but I am glad that they're kind of finding a voice. And who knows? Maybe that voice will extend. If it's not this week or next, maybe it'll extend to other matters. They are, most of them, just young kids. Wacko is what Wacko does. Yeah, exactly. We have to show. We have to have a good. Yeah, you can see this is the Hart House Theater, and you can get food and stuff in there. This is what's cool about life. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just saying, we all have to find our voice, and every generation has participated in that, during the 60s and 70s. I mean, this one was pretty quiet, but I just really, I know I'm repeating myself, but I really do wish they had found their voice during the whole mandate situation, and maybe we could have put an end to this long ago if these young kids had stood up and, peacefully, friendly, the way we conduct ourselves. We might have moved away from this a long time ago. We need these young people. So I'm not here to condemn them. I think they're maybe on a misguided, that's the word I want, misguided adventure. But, one day they will look back on their lives and realize, hopefully nobody, gets in too much trouble. I don't want to see people in jail and stuff. But they'll look back on this part of their life and whether they sort of still agree with the principles that they're thinking that they're holding, then, so be it. But it'll be quite an adventure for them. Got a police car just gone by there, kind of checked me out. Probably just because I'm cute and stuff, right? Anyway. All right, guys, I think I will leave you here. And I'm just, I don't know if you can see them kind of back in there. So thanks, everybody. Always. Oh, right about US, Canada, UK, all engulfed in protests. Both governments are fueling the fire. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the unfortunate part, is that the corrupted governments and institutes and money people, the George Soros and whoever the hell else is out there, are fueling this. They're funding it and fueling it. Yeah, exactly. Number one, Dad, misguided. The government are not giving them information, and nor I doubt that are the schools. So, as I say, I mean, they're just kind of, as long as nobody gets hurt, and but I know that of course, throughout Europe and through other protests, people are getting hurt, and that's the unfortunate part. So right now here in Toronto, it's being pretty good, pretty well contained, but I do always uphold the right to protest, to assemble. I always uphold the, I agree, thanks, number one, Dad. I always uphold all our charter rights, all our freedoms as human beings, freedom of speech, whether you like it or don't. Freedom to assemble, all the rights. We're human beings, and we don't need to have our lives legislated constantly. So with that, I will sign out. Freedom, everybody. Love you all. Bye.